Well, I've just been painting outside, but unfortunately, it was far too bright out there, and when I put an umbrella up, a sun umbrella, it actually didn't work. So I had to come back indoors now to finish this off. Well, I won't actually finish it off today. There's a lot to do on this painting. I think I told you in the last video that I'm working on my music theme at the moment, and this is part of it. This is inspired by all Beatles songs that I used to listen to, and that's where my inspiration came from for this one. I've done, this must be 12 or 13 now. So I'm working on my painting theme. Well, I've been working on it for a long time. I do other things in between, but this one, I've only just started painting it, which I like. I like starting a painting. I'm just really blocking in the colours. A painting takes you on a journey. You never quite know where it's going to end up, actually, this painting. Not this painting, but any painting. It's a bit of a mystery journey. A magical mystery tour, I should say, as I'm doing a Beatles song. This particular painting, I worked quite a lot in my little sketchbook outside this summer, just jotting down some bits and pieces that came to me when I remembered like some of my favourite songs from the Beatles days. Well, obviously the Beatles are still played today, and of course they influenced many other musicians. I used to do a lot of teaching. I used to run a lot of groups, painting with oils, how to paint with watercolours, how to draw still life, all sorts of things I used to teach. But I gave up teaching because I found actually I never had time to do any of my own paintings. So I'm much more rather enjoying what I'm doing now, which is painting. Hopefully it will inspire you. You might want to pick up the brush yourself. I did enjoy teaching, I must admit. I enjoyed teaching a lot, and helping people and showing them how they could put their ideas down, teaching them how to look and see properly what was in front of them. I run a lot of life classes, which is a huge discipline. You can't really mess up when you're trying to copy the human figure. Of course you can work on your own ideas after. If you ever did any drawing classes, it really helps you with looking at what's there. I think for many of us, when we look, I think our brains fill in the gaps sometimes and tells us what's there, and actually it's not really. So drawing classes are the underpinnings, really, of painting, and I do recommend them. If you're just starting out, you can actually just get going with a pencil, a piece of paper, Just set something up in front of you and really observe it. Have a look and see where it goes from there. I don't like to paint too realistic. When I say that, I like to take into a painting my imagination. I like to paint things from my imagination, and this painting in particular is purely from my imagination, although as I say, inspired by the Beatles songs, the great works of the Beatles. So I'm just laying down the first layer of painting. It's always really lovely when you start a painting, once you know where you're going with it. By that I mean, I've done, I don't know if I've got it here. I probably haven't. It's probably out around, no, I haven't got it here. I have got, I'll show you in another video. I have got a sketch, my sketchbook, where I worked a few of these ideas down. So I was able to work from my sketchbook and put it into place on this canvas. I've put in the first layer in the background here. It's quite pale at the moment because, as I say, this is the first colour. I'm just working around my ideas. I might even put the sky, make that tree a bit floaty. I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to just let that dry a moment, and I hope I might have inspired you to think about a picture, or just pick up a pencil, piece of paper, and have a go. Thanks for watching.